Alright, so I've been doing a bunch of videos. I just filmed back up there. I think I found the spot. I didn't see anything. It's clearly not there anymore. Watch this. I'm filming my video. This is my monitor, but it seemed to work this way, and it's about 30 minutes long, this whole situation. So I figured I would just refilm it. Let me show you what I'm seeing. It's right there. And it's just staring right at me, and there's a stick across its nose. It looks like a horse's head, but it can't be. The farm owner assured me it cannot be a horse. There's no way to get there. There's no access. It's impossible. I was like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "I am 100% sure." So I was like, "Okay." And she doesn't know what I do, by the way. she knows I do YouTube, but she doesn't know like what my background is and stuff like that. So I'm having problems with the flies there. Let's see what else we got. I'm completely winging this, you guys. So I'm zooming in a little more. There he is again. It's very blurry there. I mean, look at that. What gets me is the stick. Are those eyeballs right there? I don't know what's going on. I see ears. It's really impossible to tell, you guys. There's something. Is that a face right there? I might have the face. So it's deceiving. It does look like it could be a horse in a sense, but it's impossible. It's on top of a hill where horses don't go. I have a face. I think that's eye. And it looks like a mouth right where I put the mouse. You know, it's impossible to tell. It is a little pixelated, but I'm really seeing a face for the first time right there.
Sit there for the rest of your life until you make a move.
See what I just said in the video? I said he'll sit there for the rest of my life until I make a move. Once you're locked like that, they never move. He will not give you movement because he knows most people in the world are going to deny it. It has to be within their thinking. Or not yours, but you know, like your average person, your cousin, your mother, you know, like unless it's running across, that's how simple-minded most people are. Like unless they learned it somewhere growing up, they don't believe it. You know, they're not willing to think outside of their brain, and that's exactly what your government and the rest of the governments of this world want you to be, and that's a sheep. And that's what you are if you can't use your brain. You're just a sheep of the world. And I don't mean to be insultive, but you know, honestly, I'm insulted because you're calling me a liar and what I do a liar if you don't believe what I'm doing. Don't even look here unless you already believe in this stuff. Why waste all of our time? We know what we're doing and what we're seeing. Sorry. I don't know what I'm going to say on these videos. It just comes out. My heat's on because the door's open. It's still chilly in the morning. So there you go. I could keep filming. I did this back and forth for a half an hour. It moves a little bit, like its head. You can tell by gauging the stick. There's something else right next to it. Where was that? I just saw its eyes. There he is again. And you know what's amazing about this is he is right in front of him is this stick. So it's a bad place to pause, but right there, he's sitting right in front of that. Which to me is just blatant. There's nothing else on the hill really except right there that has that, and he seems to have a stick coming across his nose as well. You can't really see it there.
Every time I do that, like especially when
see in the back is really interesting. Behind him, you can tell it's this little hidden place. So that's about it, guys. I just wanted you to. I can keep showing you, but because I feel like some zooms were better than others, but it was, as you can see, it's a real overcast, dark day. What is that? There's no doubt there's ears. Let me show you guys where I am. I don't want to lose the spot. I'm really far away. Just so if you're wondering why it's blurry. Tell me that's not something sitting there. Which is really weird because I don't know what it could be. It's not moving. And it seems to be aware of me. Hold on a second. Why is it blurry? It's like, you know, if you can't figure it out, just go watch cartoons.
This is why it's blurry. I gotta go, I'm going in a mile away. Same thing, I see ears. What gets me about this is that tree there, I do see dark in that bush. Right next to what's pushed over, this one. I have been all over their Bigfoot worlds, and that would be the closest place to me. And I find every time I do, like especially when I was first starting at this a couple years ago, they would just always come back to see where I was. I got them on trail cams every night, and some medians were like, "You saw where they live; they want to see where you live." So let me give you an idea. So I'm going way up there recently, and then like 20 miles to the right of that. And you know, it wouldn't be hard. I mean, that's not how they travel anyway. But in theory, I mean, I'm just gonna, or in human thought, that's how we have to think, and I'll just think that way for now. One thing I noticed about here, you guys, as soon as it's a little bit darker, the coyotes will start going crazy, really close to me. They come out right over here. A couple horses. Right there somewhere, like right out of the ground. There's no evidence of them at all, really. I haven't walked over, but you can't see them. I'm sorry, right here. Right by that bush back there. And then they start to howl over in this field over here, like way out there. And there's like other ones, and then they join up. Every night it happens. I thought maybe like this guy right here comes out of those bushes. I think they must live in those right there, those overgrown grasses in the ground. All right, let's do it one more time. I'm giving that thing a chance to move. I want to see that it's not there or something, or it moved. That's it. And that's where it was sitting, right there. I found it. Because there's the tree that was pushed down. I'm a little bit further away, like maybe 30, 40 feet from where I was actually filming. I was filming by the fence in front of me. You know, and there's that spot that looks really, you know, it's definitely a fallback area in there. So deceiving. You'd never know it, you know, by looking at the hill. Look. Just looks like everything else, but yet there's an entire little environment right in there. And I don't know if it's become that way since I got here or what, because he was sitting right there. And although it can look like a horse, and I almost said like, hey, it looks like a horse, the farm owner here, Lee, assured me, she has no idea what I do. She knows I do YouTube, but she's so into the horses, like she doesn't know anything else. Like she just knows that life. And she's good at it, you know, but she doesn't understand that there's other people that do other jobs. She just thinks everyone should know what horses do and what a farm is. Like, so I've never even explained to her what I do. She asked me the other day, she's like, you ever gonna tell me what you do? I'm like, nope. Like, so she has no idea what I do. She insults me, you know, like I'll start talking, like she just has no idea what I do, you know what I mean? Like I think I'm, you know, like I do things that no one else in the world can do or has done. You know, everyone can do it, but I don't know, I have a certain knack for finding these worlds, you know, and I just feel cool. Some, like, compared to her, like when she thinks I'm a nobody just like living in a trailer on her farm, you know, I'm like, I feel like saying, listen, you know, I find the best places in Bigfoot. Shut up. You know what I mean? There's people that are finding, I think because of me, you know, and other people that will never admit it was because of me. Like they just want to take what I do and then go off and do it themselves and claim that I never helped them, you know, things like that, which is fine. I could care less. But other people, like Michelle and Eileen and all these people, Diesel in New Jersey and Chris in Connecticut, I mean, they're all doing this. But I think right now, because of my situation, you know, I don't think many people are able to, you know, get as much as I can. This is not my trailer, by the way. You know, I can consistently always do this. I could film you guys another Bigfoot world today. I could just go out somewhere and film it. Let me give you an idea, okay? If this is what... I did not plan on this video. It's just coming out. I don't know what's happening. These are the types of spots I look for, okay, that would be covered in forest, so you wouldn't be able to see it, which makes it even harder. This is a real point of interest to me right here, you guys. And I want to give you an idea of how we just ignore everything. You know, like, everyone thinks someone else did it, but they just don't tell you. Like the government has been there and they just don't tell you about it. Let me show you. These are special places, you guys, that from our history, from our past. They're almost impossible to access. Okay, that's a pyramid. Okay, there's no doubt in my mind Underneath that is a real pyramid. If you were to dig into that, you would find a pyramid. You'd find something ancient. There's probably bodies in there. And then you go over and you can see there's like this whole kingdom over there. And now this is all Sasquatch. What a clear day. I'm actually getting a good shot. Let's see how close we can get. How cool to see like a bunch of them walking at the top. Believe it or not, it looks like you'd be able to see even a little black, but you wouldn't. It's too far. You guys, I am so far away. Look, you'd never be able to see a person. It's very deceiving in the camera. I've learned, by doing this, like I'll film it. I'm looking with my eyes above this, right up here, and I'm looking here, and there's just no comparison in what I see to what the camera shows. I mean, it's comparable, but it's not the same. It's very deceiving. Everything looks, easy and small. You don't realize what it takes to go to a place like that. So I found it. I don't know if I can resume. This is becoming a longer video than I wanted. I also want to go across the street today. I've been dying. I've been getting pulled across the street. You can't see anything, but right at the end of the drive, we just go across. There's a river over there. And I'm telling you, I'm getting pulled in there. Like, every time I come home, I'm like, I know I have to go in there. I know I have to go in there. Like, it's like something reminds me every time. So I'll have to do that too. But you know what I mean? I don't want to waste your time. Like this, as cool as this, whatever was sitting in there is, it's still like, I like to show you, my job, in my opinion, is to show you Bigfoot worlds, show you new structures and, hopefully something new every time, some kind of new grid or, something. Don't get bored of that, you guys. All of this stuff adds up. And it's never the same. Yeah, you'll see the same language, but you'll always see different places, and it's really exciting. And it can be monotonous, but believe it or not, whether you even realize it, you're accumulating knowledge. And I'm telling you, watching the videos sometimes is more important than being there, because I get home and I miss everything when I'm standing there. I'm watching the video, I'm like, you idiot. You guys, I critique myself. I do it for you, don't worry. Because when I'm doing my videos, it's not me I'm listening to. I'm listening to some idiot. And I'm like, you idiot. Or I'm like, shut up. To like edit myself out right away. I mean, I told myself to shut up. And I think about it, I'm like, am I supposed to talk to myself? I'm like, but there's nothing else you could do when you live here.